Now I'm going to teach you another command which is basically from command. As you can see right now that we have written this basket users, and for example suppose you think that is kind of messy or you want something else because you are irritated by this, what can you do? So this is the this is what happened that we can use a command. Wow. So what was this command? We can use prompt and write for example, hey, now you might be thinking what happened. Basically what happened that this means basket still C. It is replaced by hay. It is still right now hay, but it is like, we have wrapped this thing, this all thing in hay. For example, how can I verify this? Simply write dir, and you can see that where we are. Basically, we are in right directory, C user basket. So this is the purpose of this command, from command. Now, suppose I write prompt, which is right now basket. I think maybe just basket is at the rate of suppose write computer slash please. I will explain this just for a second. Now you can see this that I have changed my prompt to Basi Title Computers Classic. You might be thinking that I have write this $G, but it is right here. It is written greater than. Actually, in command prompt, basically in command prompt, dollar sign G represent greater sign, which is this basically. So, and there's another tip for you guys to know anything about command. For example, you are want to know something about the command, so simply write help, from, and that. These are the things you can get having the side, which is actually left side, which is done big. Let's use right now prompt and use percentage E. You can see that right now date is 9/9/2020. And there's a lot of basically what happens that you have replaced your this with this. Now whatever I think is I'm going to write here, yes, no, sorry, permission. And this was this is replaced, and it means this is all replaced basically to this. Now whenever I basically enter, this will may show me my date. Let's see the screen. And now to revert that for we want to go back to the your old previous version, and now you think that this is really awkward and this is really repetitive. Now to let's go back to the simply write prompt and enter. You're back to your original tag. This is the purpose of this command. Thanks. Now I'm going to teach you another command. For example, sometimes we have to hide some important data and some files from others. So we basically right click on that folder in graphical user interface and hide that folder after going into the properties of that folder. But how we do that same thing using CLI? So let's do this. First, let's create a folder. Let's go to back to and in window. Let's go back to and now I'm going to create a folder which is mkdir, and suppose the folder name is hide. Folder is created as you can see here, and let's go to the folder cls. Now suppose I want to hide this folder. How can I hide this folder? It's a simple command, and which is basically has the command is basically attribute command, and basically we use the shortcut for it which is attrib and plus h plus s and plus r and then sorry plus r and the name of the folder, which is in our case is hide. As you can see, there is no error, so let's verify that either command is working or not. Yeah, right now you can see there is no hide folder right now, means the folder is hidden. But what if I want to unhide this? So simply use your upper key arrow, and instead of minus use instead of plus use minus minus and enter. Okay, now let's verify this dir. our folder is there. So this was the purpose of this command. These command basically used for the hiding and unhiding purpose. Now I'm going to teach you another amazing command. The command is known as pipe command. As you know that we have seen this symbol in our previous video, which I told you that is a pipe symbol, and we will use it in the upcoming video. Now it's time to use this command. So what is the purpose of pipe command? Pipe command is used to send or pipe the output of one program to a second program as a second program input. Mean it takes something input and give it and provide an output, and that output is basically as an is a input for some other programs or other projects. For example, let's verify this. I'm going to write ipconfig command which we used in the previous video and using the symbol pipe. And now I'm using a clip command. Clip command basically copy your data in your clipboard and enter. We have copied our IP. So what happened is this in command info is being copied and it's being input as an input of clip. And now obviously I have to copy this copied data to somewhere. Now open a txt file right now. Let's create a on desktop. Let's create a file. Txt file. This sorry. Notepad. In Notepad, if I right click and paste, you can see this is the all the data of my IP configuration command. Okay, don't say don't have to solve it. Now let's use this command again. Now let's uh, use this command using as we know that we have already created this basically means we have already copied the input of the IP config, and now what we have to copy this into a file, and I'm going to create a file using any file name. Let's suppose let's create an IAM file with the information and enter. The file is being created. Let's use the dir command. You can see there's a information, and open this information by using simply write.txt. And there's an error because I haven't mentioned the extension of this file. So it's my mistake. I'm going to again write txt. Now file is being created. Now you can see information.txt file is created. Now let's open information.txt file and enter. So this is the purpose of this command. Means you can take some one program input and then the in that program input can be go from a pipe. It's like a real life example of sending one thing from a pipe as an input and it's coming out as an output. Then that output is the input of another program. So this was the purpose of pipe command.